Hello everybody, welcome back. So a few weeks ago, maybe now months ago, I asked you on a Patreon post if you had any questions regarding life in France in general, people, food, or that kind of stuff, and I got a few comments, and it is definitely time to do this video. So let me just go find it again because I was on my computer. So Carlens asked about how public transportation works in France and maybe what some of the driving laws are. Oh, so I shared that with you on one of my last videos, but we have definitely laws in France that I think always surprise people, especially having the yellow jacket and orange red triangle that are mandatory. We also have to have a alcohol test always on our car, in case it's not straight. In case you had a good night, like a party or something like that. You drank and you need to know if you're able to drive. What's mandatory? Some light bulbs, for the lights of your cars. This is mandatory. You always have to have some of them in your car. And I think there's some other stuff, so I'm gonna put a list here. But if they wanna, if they really wanna be mean somehow, they're gonna check everything. Of course you have to have an insurance. Now we have some critique air stuff that you put on the car, and papers that stickers more, and it enables you to drive or not to a city, especially Paris or big cities like that. I think that's all though, but yeah. And as for how public transportation works, I think it's the same everywhere. You have to have a ticket to enter any bus, tram, subway, train, everything like that. We do have taxis here. Uber is here too. Uber, I don't know how you say that. But yeah, this is it. And if you don't have any, and you're just gonna get a ticket. No, actually, this is weird. How you say that? A fine. Ticket is ticket. Okay, I guess. Very easy. Usually, the ticket you're gonna take for a bus or a tram or a subway lasts for an hour. It's usually that an hour. It's around $2. Yeah, $2 because it's one. Oh no, now it's the same dollars and euros. So let's see. It depends for each city. It always depends, but it's around €2, so $2 now. And yeah, for the train you gotta have another ticket. That you can buy at a train station or on the internet. That's all. Very easy. Very easy to use public transportation. What else? Steve Griffiths ask, I read that it expected that in many situations where you ask someone a question, you should first greet the other person with bonjour or bonsoir. My understanding is that to fail to make a greeting like this is rude, and the cause of reactions from French people that Americans feel are rude. What do you think? Exactly. If you're coming towards me and you're asking a question and you don't even say hi, I'm gonna be like bonjour or bonsoir, and then I'm going to answer your question. But I'm gonna say it in an intonation is gonna make you understand that you didn't say hi, and you should have say hi before asking me a question. And every French people are gonna be the same, bonjour, and then answering your question. And I've been myself in this situation where when I was really into what I wanted to ask, and then I really needed something, and I completely forget to say hi, and always people first of all, bonjour. always the same. So yeah, so if you don't say that, of course, it's kind of rude. It is rude. And this is probably why people are gonna answer you with some rudeness too. What you give, you get. So somehow, even though it wasn't intentional. So yeah, I'm always curious. Keith asks about what people do to earn a living. Do they enjoy it, and what their favorite hobbies are? I think it's interesting to learn how people spend their time. It's a general question. It really depends on people, but I guess if I will answer for the majority, I'm not part of the majority because I'm not part of the 9 to 5 people that have jobs like that. But from what I can see, no, most of the people, they're unhappy with what they're doing as a job, which is why we have a lot of people in their 30s, 40s, 50s changing jobs, and the government actually helps them, and they have like formations, but like stuff on the internet to help them do that. But yeah, most of the people, they have, yeah, definitely works that they don't like, you know, like salary works, that kind of stuff. A lot of teachers are changing their jobs because we hear that a lot. They can't do their job anymore. Kids nowadays, it's just awful. I guess we're not the worst in France, but like this morning again, I was reading in the newspaper, like they're lacking teachers for this new school year. Oh, hobbies, a lot of people spend their time on the computer, watching series, TV. A lot of people bikes, especially like during summer, we'll see a lot of people, you know, biking, riding a motorcycle too. A lot of people have hobbies about that, yeah. And I would say that's pretty old, you know. I don't know. I'm not really part of those people, so I think I'm gonna look for some like some of polls that they do, you know, and see if I can find something like that, but with French people. Do the stop signs say arret or stop? Stop. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that's yeah. It's true. It's stop and that's arret, which arret is the French for stop, but I guess we just took it from you guys, from the English. Is lemonade a popular drink? It is, definitely. This is a drink that I always get at a bar or something, lemonade. Do the French have something comparable to chili? Paper? I don't know. No, not really. I don't think so. I mean, we do have paper and chili, so I mean, is it the same? I don't know. I don't eat that. It's just too much for my stomach, so I stay away from this stuff, chili, paper. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, so are you asking about chili? Is that chili? Yeah, I think this is it. So no, we just have the same, I guess. I don't know. What is the normal speed limit? 80? It was 90. You know, on the national roads. Was changed to 80 to try to, you know, have like less accidents. Didn't work at all. So a lot of roads are back on the 90 speed. It's in kilometer per hours. But some roads are still in the 80 speed limit, which is just so slow, honestly. How many times a week do people eat meat? I don't know, this is very different for everyone. We have a lot of vegetarians and vegan people here in France nowadays. I personally do not eat meat a lot because it's expensive, so I always eat meat at other people's places, honestly. I don't even buy meat, but this is very personal, I don't know. But I guess some people do eat meat every day. It was a big thing in the 2000s, eating meat like 2 times a day. But yeah, things have changed in the past 20 years. So I don't know, it was per week or per day? A week? I don't know. I think we have this answer on the internet, so I'm gonna put the answer here. You know who Django Reinhardt is? The name rings a bell, and I'm not really sure. Have you ever been to an air show? I'm not really sure what is an air show, or what do you mean by air show? Oh, an air show? No, it would be my dream, of course. I dreamed I was flying last night. That was so nice. It's been a long time. I usually dream I'm flying, you know, a lot, but it has been a long time. I guess because I was really busy, and as I took a day of rest yesterday, I'm so happy. I dreamed, I was flying above the forest and all, the river, even the sea at some point, I don't know. That was just really nice. But yeah, no, so never. Bill asked, since I'm pretty sure you only understood my comment about one of your past French vocabulary quizzes. Oh, tu es passé de CP à CE1, you could briefly explain the French education system. Okay, so we have the kindergarten thing, which lasts for 3 years. Then we have the elementary school, which goes from 5 or 6 years to CP, CE1, CE2, CM1, CM2, so 10 or 11, depends when you're born. So for 5 years elementary school, then you have middle school for 4 years, and then you have high school for 3 years. And then you have college or university or other stuff that I don't know how to translate in English, for like 2 years, 3 years, or vet school or med school, that it's gonna be like 8 years. But it's like the general thing, because we have like special schools too. If you want to work in the agriculture stuff or with babies, it's gonna be a different school, stuff like that. I love both French idioms and superstitions, so you could explain, discuss a few of them. Never place a baguette on the table upside down. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, this one, so it's a religious thing, I guess. It's just because it's gonna bring you bad stuff if you do that. Never understood it. My mom always does that, but I guess it's because her parents always did that before. Yeah, I never really understood that. I guess it's just really is a religious stuff. Never serving guests for dinner. Same, serving guests because of their religion, certain apôtres. Dog poop, right versus left foot. What? I don't know this one. When you move to a new place, always bring in the table first. Oh yeah, I don't know. When toasting, clinking glasses, cul sec, always look the person in the eyes, or you get 7 years of bad sex. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, when you toast or clink glasses, yeah, always look the person in the eyes. This is something 2 days ago again. You didn't look me in the eyes when I was drinking with my friends. My friends? No, I was drinking with Burmese family. Or you get 7 years of bad sex. Never heard about that, actually. Never get a knife as a gift. I guess I heard that before, but I guess it's kind of, yeah. But I mean, it's a gift that I actually kind of usually do, because we have really nice knife, not constrictor, but you know what I mean. So yeah, yeah. Never give chrysanthemums as a gift, yeah, but this is, yeah, it's because this is a flower that you put on the graves. A lot of people would like this to change because it's a beautiful flower, and yeah. Never carry a cat across a stream, not sure. Un ruisseau? Oh yeah, no, never heard about this one. Wow, I'm wondering if I'm French right now. And I'm not sure if this one has survived 50 years of my memory. It's bad luck to wear new clothes on a Friday. Oh yeah? I don't know, never heard about this one either. A personal very odd one. When I was in France in the 70s, why did it seem that all the girls had rabbits as pets? Oh yeah, I mean, it's a very common pet to have in France. Like, I had 4 or 5 of them when I was a kid, so yeah. It's very rare in the US, at least anywhere I lived. Oh, okay. Okay, Ron asks, being a tennis player all my life and loving to watch the French Open Tennis Championship, I am wondering how popular tennis is among people in general. It is popular for people who can afford it, because it is expensive to go to a tennis court here in France. I don't even think there are free tennis courts. I'd like to have one because I have a nice tennis stuff, you know, and I really like tennis, although I never really played it because I always played it on the, you know, the field where people grow their stuff. But yeah, a tennis court is just expensive to get into, so it's for people who have money. But I guess it is popular. I don't know. Interesting. Another situation I'm curious about is when I walk by people on the street or wherever I am in public. I smile at them, sometimes getting a smile back and sometimes they ignore me. Also, if I pass one person, I will say, hi, how are you doing? Or how are you? Or in Texas, just howdy. I get different responses depending on what place I am, say Austin or New York City, even Boca Raton. So how do people greet each other in France in that situation, or do they refrain from saying anything? A lot of French are just gonna ignore you. Yeah, that's just it. But if you are walking your dog and like you're crossing paths with someone who's walking a dog too, usually the dogs are gonna say hi to each other, though the people are gonna say hi to each other. This is what I observed a lot in the streets. Or if, like me, you really like dog and you're gonna like, oh, you're cute, and like kind of walk slowly when you pass the people walking his dog, they're gonna say hi, thank you. But beside this, yeah, I mean, I've been in this place a lot where I cross paths with someone and just looking at them, so I'm, you know, like smiling and they're like shy and why are you smiling at me? Usually if it's boys, I'm like, So it's nice. But if it's other people, they're not sure what to do. They're like, oh, do I know you? Did I not recognize you? Or elderly people, they're like, oh man, do I know you by any chance? So yeah, it's nice, but a lot of people that are just gonna ignore you. But I think things are changing though, because the more I feel like the past few years or months at least, a lot of people have been smiling back at me, especially women and all. So yeah, that's nice. I guess it's post-COVID stuff. People need some, social stuff. I don't know. But usually, yeah, if you say hi, it's 50-50. I mean, with Remy, when we walk and we say hi to people, 50% of the time they're gonna say hi back. 50% of the time they're not gonna even say, look at you, even though you know that they heard you because they had just moved a little, but they refrain themselves from looking at you completely. I don't know why. I guess, people are just shy. They don't know what to do in those situations because it's not really common to say hi, I guess, to people you don't know. But, in big cities, it's definitely not. But in small villages, it is common, even if you don't know the people. I mean, you're just, they're more cows than humans, so it would be weird to not say hi, to just cross paths with people. I mean, even kids say hi to me when I'm back at my parents' house and I'm, walking around in the forest. If I cross paths with someone, they're the first, the kids, to say hi. And I think it's because, it's like small villages, small stuff like that. And so Jim asked, I have been to France twice and some of my closest friends here are half French and spend summer there, so I know the basics. Oh, okay. I also wonder how race relations are these days. I know in the past there was some anti-rap discrimination and violence. Hope that's going better. Maybe you could highlight projects that brings races and groups together in France. This is a tough question. I'm not really sure I want to talk about that on my channel because I'm obviously gonna have a very strong opinion about that. I'm very open-minded and I hate racism and discrimination, but in France you can see that a lot. So no, I don't think it improved. Actually, I think it's getting worse. Definitely, it's getting worse. Unfortunately, there's a lot of things to say. There are a lot of things that we can observe and hear in France just by walking on the streets. But I'm sorry, I'm not gonna really say more about that because, I think I'm gonna be very negative about it because there's not much positive things to really say about that. Yeah, a lot of stuff happening is about that, unfortunately. So, yeah, human beings, On a lighter note, I have heard that many French people hate the Eiffel Tower. I've heard that some say it's their favorite place to eat because it's the one place in Paris where you can't see it. Oh yeah? Oh wow. I love it myself. I don't know, I never heard someone, maybe one or two people say that they don't like the Eiffel Tower. It just like doesn't look like anything, But I mean, in general, no, it's like, oh, the Eiffel Tower, In Paris, does it still have sidewalk creperies? Of course, you can find that everywhere. And also curious if Le Printemps department store is still around. It is, and as big as always. It's a huge store. Actually, I think it's just the biggest one, and they also had like new department stores in big other cities, like here in Tours and in Nantes, and it's just huge. You can find so many things there. Yeah, definitely. A question about the season from Steve. In France, do people speak about the fall beginning at the beginning of September or on the September 22, 23rd? I personally think like the end of summer is right now at the end of August because it's like this in my mind because I'm used to go to school, back to school on September 1st, and so it's like, oh, it's kind of getting cold and all. But I guess in general, French people, it's more like the end of September, although it is the 22nd or 23rd. Let me check. Similarly, does winter begin on December 1st or 21st? Well, yeah, it is 21st, but I guess in people's mind it's December 1st or the beginning of December, because a lot of time when talking to people about that, they're like, yeah, and so in winter, and we're talking about a date on like, I don't know, December 5, and like, yeah, December is 21st, but yeah, definitely winter. It's like, yeah, I guess it's more about the beginning of the month than the exact date. Interesting. But something about the seasons in France, and I think that's going to be the end of this video. if you want to have clear, different seasons, you have to go to the mountains, to the Alps, and maybe the Pyrenees, and maybe the Massif Central. But if not, you're never gonna see a very big changes during the season, at least not nowadays. When I was a kid, we used to have snow during winter, hot summer, nice spring, and nice, not really cold fall. But nowadays it's like all year round, it's either gonna be a very hot day, either gonna rain. I mean, not in winter, but in winter it's like it's raining, you don't really need a big coat. You know, it has changed so much in the past 20 years. I know it's the same to like other places, but you know, when I see in Japan and South Korea, they have such a strong, hot, like summer and a very cold, lot of snow winter, and that's what we had when I was a kid. But we don't have that anymore. My nephew, who's living in, my sister family, they're living in the Alps. I mean, you know that I've been there a few times now with you guys. They have like they have a good winter, you know, they have snow. My nephew is playing on the snow and all during winter, and during summer he's on a boat on a lake, you know, enjoying the summer. And I'm like, yeah, we don't have that anymore. In most of France, I mean, south of France, of course, you know, winter is going to be very like a very light cold. How could I say that? I don't know, but it's not really winter, you know. But the rest of France was usually, you know, covered in snow at the beginning of the century, but right now it's not anymore in French only, which I think is a shame for a lot of kids and even adults like me who like to play on the snow. But anyway, it is what it is. So I think I've answered all the questions on the post. It was interesting, actually. Some stuff I really didn't ask myself in a long time. But thank you very much for all your questions, guys. I hope you got some useful, interesting answers. There's some stuff I was not able to answer, so I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna try to add as many information and useful links or websites or interviews or polls that I could find on the internet for you to get more information about those questions. And yeah, if you have any other questions that you'd like to have an answer you can definitely ask me in the comments, and I will take the time to answer you in the comments too. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I wish you... There's a lot of noise outside. I hope you're not hearing anything. I think it should be okay with the little mic. I wish you a fantastic FrenchTastic day, a lovely day. Stay hydrated because we're still in summer, or winter if you are in the other part of the world. And yeah, I will see you very soon. Bye, thanks for watching.